Alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen. And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And the Pacers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pacers trail by 13. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. To the middle, here's Ellis. And the rejection by Love. Allen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. On defense, Cleveland. Ellis outside, takes a three. And the shot is good. Ellis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that. His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
And listen, Cleveland were the favorites to win the Central Division last season. High expectations given they finished 3rd in the Central in 2014. But that's just what adding LeBron can do for a team.
Pacers trail by 15. Picked him clean. Outside Irving. Poked away. Love wide open. He fires. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Indiana also making some changes. Hill comes in for Allen. And George Hills subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. Hill against Irving. Will it go? And Hill is good for 3. Hill's got 11 points.
They are absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for LeBron. The Pacers also with a sub. Miles is checked in. Pacers trail by 14. And stolen by Irving. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 3rd in opponent field goal percentage, 4th in opponent points per game, and they also showed up in the top 5 in team rebounds. That means everybody's doing their job on the boards. This is a very strong rebounding team.
And you mentioned their ranking in terms of opponent field goal percentage. Such an important stat. They did not give up the easy looks. You really had to work for whatever you got.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
He rifled that one in from distance. Shumpert's got 5.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Feeds it to Turner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
It's stolen by Hill. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Pacers making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. That's tipped and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Shumpert. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Stolen by Ellis. Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes...
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 13 points and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. Then it's Paul George. And it's Allen in at the 4 spot.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
And good on the basket